Hey folks, time for another rant video, even though you don't want to see one. See, I got my lucky Keystone hat laid on. Let's get started. I want to talk about video games. Alright, the first video game in question. My second video that I made here on YouTube was a parody of this game. Justice League Heroes, one of my all-time favorite games. I only have one question. How come this game hasn't had a sequel yet? Great characters, obviously, since it's Justice League. Great voice acting. Ron Perlman as Batman, you can't go wrong there. A very fun game. I want this game to have a sequel. Alright, what's next? This is an Xbox 360 game, and speaking of Xbox 360s, if you might see it if it's in the shot, I got a new Xbox 360. I didn't mail the old one somewhere, so I just bought a whole new one. And I know what you're thinking, Rob, you could have just mailed it somewhere and saved $300 that you really didn't need to spend. And well, you may be right there. I figured, it's just less stress to just buy a new one, wipe the slate clean. When I did call, they wanted me to talk to a recording, and I got so frustrated, I told the robot to blow me, and then I almost broke the phone in a fit of rage. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. This is actually one of my brother's games, but he gave it to me. I just had to put this one down and never play it again. I'm sure it's a good game, but there's too many controls to memorize, and it's too complicated, and it just pissed me off too much. So I'm just gonna put this one down and forget about it. Let's see what's next. Blood Rain 2. I absolutely 145% loved the first one. I thought it was, Indiana Jones meets Blade. The second one was good too. Better graphics than the first one, but I love it. I love this game, but I never was able to beat it because the controls were just. Well, wait. The controls were good. Just got a little tongue-tied. But it's just one of those games that is just got too hard for my gaming skills. So anyone who did beat this game, can you tell me how it ended? I'd appreciate that. Good game. Blood Rain is one of my favorite characters. See, she's badass. And what's more badass than an ass-kicking heroine? A superhero game, X-Men Legends. I liked it, sort of, but it's just too hard, whenever one of the characters dies, you have to have this, stupid currency system to bring them back into the game. Just too hard, so another game that I just put down, and it pissed me off. This one is more of an easy play, based on one of my favorite TV shows. Jackass the video game. Loved it. Funny as hell. An easy, relaxing play. And most of my favorite jackasses are in it, except Dan Margera. I don't know why. Good game. If you can find it, I recommend you play it. Just as good as the TV show. Next one, since I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It's a good game, but it's hard, and the only reason why I beat it is because my friend helped me, because Shao Kahn, Kintaro, and Shang Tsung all in one, thing. I was always Liu Kang, and he was Kung Lao. It's a good game. Voice acting is just a little cheesy. But good game, more or less. This game is one of the greatest Xbox 360 games. Well, it's on PS3 too, but you know what I mean. Grand Theft Auto 4, excellent gameplay, great voice acting, great graphics. From his previous Grand Theft Auto games, like with driving and stuff, like the physics are really more realistic and more improved. Great game. If you haven't played it by now, no, you bastard. Just kidding. Another superhero game based off of the movie Superman Returns. Superman Returns. It's an alright game, except it's not yet another game that's beyond my video game skills. Near the end, it just gets too hard. And if you played this before, you'll know what I'm going to be talking about in just a second here. Metropolis has this health bar, not Superman, which I thought was a little more realistic towards Superman. Like, say, and when, like, the bad guys invade, you know, there's civilians around and you have to rescue them. And when you do rescue them, sometimes there's not an ambulance to take them to. Because when you do take an injured civilian to an ambulance, like, Metropolis's health bar will go up. So, yeah, and, like, to replenish Metropolis's health, you have to, like, save buildings and save people and stuff. Obviously, Superman, but near the end of the game, it just got too hard and just got frustrated with it. I have frustration issues. Another movie-based game, Iron Man. Once again, good game, and at the end, I just couldn't beat it, so I just put it down. You know, story of my life. Obviously, I've been wanting to play this game for so long. It's everything that I expected. Just a whole plate of awesomeness. Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe. Awesome game. And if anyone is still hating on it, I only have this to say. Play this game. It's awesome. If you don't have the proper console to play it, I suggest you buy one. Great game. So that's all the games I want to talk about. If you have any tips for any of those hard games I mentioned, leave a video response or a comment down below, and maybe you can tutor me, and maybe we can have a conversation. This is Eating Good One, signing off.